Done? Okay, hello everyone, good evening. So I welcome you to Diya Mentorship program. I am with Amrit Sir right now for current affairs classes. You know, in the mentorship session, what we started last month, in the month of September, we have gone through different subjects by different subject experts. Now, today we are going to have for current affairs. Now, current affairs becomes very, very important for prelims as well as main examination. You have gone through the question paper and you have seen that what type of questions are being asked in UPSC exam. And I have been always been saying that it is not the matter of only UPSC exam. Any competitive exams, current affairs become the main part of it. You take any kind of question paper. So first of all, I welcome all of you. Right today, many new people have joined. So really, I am very glad to see you all. And as the festive season has started, right? So you all are in the festival mood. But I know that now 8 p.m. in the evening, right, for 1 year, 1 month, right, you have been having continuous 1 hour, 1.5 hour sessions by the different faculties there. Now, Diya mentorship program is very different because, as you have seen that, this is the mentorship program which have been done by faculties, right? Those faculties who teach, they are taking the mentorship program. So I am right now in Devghar, right, the state of Jharkhand, where the classes are going on, foundation batch is continuously going on. So I am here to guide and mentor the students. At the same time, in the evening time, day before yesterday, I took a mentorship for science and technology, and I have already shared test paper, right? Last month, September month, biotechnology and genetics, the test paper has been given to you. Few of you have already submitted your answers. They have got to me, and I am going through your written answer, and I will give my feedback. Right now, today we are going to discuss about current affairs. Now, you all know that we have been giving you this one, daily news feed. Daily news feed. This is being shared, which cover the articles. We are giving the articles from the Hindu paper. Those articles which are relevant for the examination, right? Where every day in the Hindu newspaper, whatever subject areas, the articles which are relevant for examination, we are filtering out, and article as it is we are giving there. See, most of the coaching institute, their magazines or their daily current affairs, they give you summary and the gist. We are not doing that one because that is another step where most of the institute does that. I believe, right, what is my conviction, I believe that the students should read the whole article rather than simply reading the gist or summary. Because when you read the complete article, you get better insight, better understanding of the areas. Right, spoon feeding or simply summary points can save your time, but it may not build up your understanding part of it. So I believe that if a candidate, if an aspirant, civil service students who are preparing for the exam, they get the article as a whole, knowing that this particular article from governance, from science and technology, from environment, from geography, from disaster management, from polity, that is linked with syllabus. The next thing is that you're reading, understanding, making a note of that. So that will really help you long term. Not only qualifying prelims exam, but also write main exam. You have already gone through the main exam question paper. I have already discussed last session about what type of questions have been asked in science and technology and environment. I have discussed day before yesterday. So that you are already aware of it. Today we will also take you to certain type of articles, how to deal with those articles. Myself and Amrit Sir both will take you there and we'll discuss that. But before I start with it, just to get a very important insight here, that prelims exam, if you look at prelims 2024 exam, what we find that current affairs questions, right? If you look at the questions asked in the exam, which are linked with current affairs, you will be surprised to know It is not 10 or 15 or something. It is around 30 questions. That means 1/3 of the paper, 1/3 of the question paper, that is based on current affairs. Now, if we analyze not only this year prelims exam, we take 2023, 2022, 2021. If we analyze the last 4-5 years prelims question papers in the current affairs, what we generally find here, this segment, I will divide into a number of segments here. One is this part, economy. Economic questions, world economy, Indian economy, questions are based on current affairs. There will be some conceptual question, theory based, theoretical question about RBI's rules or something on that. But again, direct current affairs based questions are being asked. Right. Second thing what comes here, linked with this socio-economic aspect, social economic, this one, social and economic schemes are being asked, government schemes are asked. Just look back to the previous question papers. Government scheme based questions are being asked, and they are based on the current affairs. Social sector, economic sector, you will find that. Next thing what you find here, third aspect which if you go through the previous question paper, where I am marking here, where the questions are coming, that is in terms of governance. Governance and the policy matters, right, which you can connect with polity also. This connected with polity aspect, theoretical part, theory part, from Indian constitution and polity part, that is coming. But again, governance in terms of policy, or maybe sometimes interconnected topics with governance, policies, programs, schemes, which will connect with economy, social aspect also there, could be asked in the exam. That is being there. Another thing what I would like to see here, another very important relevant area which is making lots of question over last 3-4 years. Even Neelam Bhatia ma'am would have discussed in her mentorship program. Even Abhinav sir would have mentioned in economy mentorship program. I would like to add here this one, world affairs. World affairs is another dominating segment. Minimum 4 to 5 questions on international relations and world affairs, particular conflict areas. Even sometimes questions are based on mapping places in news, right? What are the places in news? That question being asked there. World affairs, international relation, that based questions you will find in the question paper. Not only world affairs in this part question, what you find here, energy. Energy related question here. Like for example, you will find questions regarding the renewable forms of energy, nuclear power. Continuously questions are being asked in the prelims exam. Nuclear science and technology has become a very important part from SMT, science and technology, but again from the energy scenario, that is getting part. And connected with climate change, environmental aspect, then again the energy becomes part of it. Another very important thing I would like to add here, where you will find current affairs, things are coming up, that is a part of science and technology, SMT. Right? Application based question, radar, where we can use radar there. Right? Any kind of reactor based question, right? Bioreactor, mini reactors, or any kind of questions, you'll find science and technology also getting that. And finally, what comes here in terms of environment. Environment, again, the mapping part, the places in news. Again, they are based on that, the questions are being asked there. And finally, what I would like to add here, something direct question, GK, gender knowledge, UNESCO World Heritage Site, right? Or some kind of a gender knowledge, which normally comes in magazine. So that type of questions are within 2 to 3 questions. GK based questions are being asked. So if you look at completely here, this is what I've mentioned here. So this is now dominating the area, and 1/3 of the question paper you will get there. Just to take certain sample, I'll just take a sample and I'll take your doubt also there. You can interact with us. We are here, we are there to help you out. We can interact also there. Let's look at here. So let's just, I'll take you there. This is I'll not discuss the answer, because if I discuss the answer, it will take 2 hours to complete the discussion part. Just to have a sample, this year 2024, which are the topics from current affairs which I've just listed here being asked in the exam. Let's look at here, this one. Pradhan Mantri Shram Yogi Man Dhan Yojana, right? I'm just listing the topic will come there, government scheme, right? Now if you look at the further here, if you go next here, out of this question there, but now if you look at next one here, Pradhan Mantri Surakshit Matritva Abhiyan, maternal health, another question has been asked, again government schemes. Now we take the another one here, Digital India Land Records Modernization Program, Digital India Land Records Modernization Program, another link with the government policies program has been asked there. Then if you look at further, it is linked with the polity, governance, constitution, that was question being asked. Now if you look at this one, Venezuela, world affair, rapid recovery from its economic crisis, succeeded preventing people from fleeing the country. Statement question, reason assessment type question. Right, then given here Venezuela, the world's largest oil reserve, such kind of thing. Next, if you look at, if you see here this one, European Parliament approval of Net Zero Industry Act. That's the European Parliament, the approval of the act. Again, you can see here, this again, another thing from world affair, question you'll find that, correct? Now if you just go to the next part of it, look at here this one, import of apples from US. Again, that was in current affairs, right? PIB and all this current affairs based there, okay, how the import of apples, that part comes to, again the based on question was there. If you look at further here, this one, Sahel region, conflict areas, coup or conflict in such kind of areas there. So that again, you see here this one, Sahel region, the recent takeover and coup, that's the reason been asked there. Again, world affair based question. If you look at further here, this was Red Sea, again linked with geography, Red Sea. Red Sea was in the news, continuously. Now linking with geographical aspect, Red Sea was asked. Now again another thing you will find, this one again Red Sea, Sumed pipeline, and then again the Red Sea, natural gas, Gulf oil shipment, Mediterranean Sea and also Sumed pipeline. Again the part of the current aspect, question has been asked. Now further see here, this one, why these countries have been in the news. If you look at here given Argentina, Sudan, Turkey, economic crisis, war, NATO membership, again that kind of question has been asked, pair type question has been asked. Again the countries in news, places in news, whatever that based on that question being asked in the exam. Further you will find here this, even a direct question, simple GK question, general knowledge. Who is the author of the books? Right, India Way and Bharat Matters, that is name given here. Then again this one, military exercise, which again often comes in the newspaper, GK, general knowledge, GK type of question. So here the question is about exercise Mitra Shakti 2023. Based on that the question has been asked, military exercise. Further if you see here, this one, the act, Nari Shakti Vandan Abhinayan, right, from women part of it, from parliamentary act, even the law, governance, act, current affairs, based on that the question. Then coming to further, this one, ethics committee of Lok Sabha, polity and governance, ethics committee, that again in the news was there. Although the name of the politician is not being asked, what is the headline that is not being asked, but the role of ethics committee, because based on some kind of issues in terms of running of parliament, Lok Sabha, and the ethics committee coming in the news, now based on that question has been asked, ethics committee. Further, if you see here, this one, World Heritage Site by UNESCO, GK question, general knowledge, which have been inscribed by the UNESCO in World Heritage Site, the names given there, general knowledge, GK question. Then further you can see here, this one, another UNESCO, Intangible Cultural Heritage Site by UNESCO. Again GK, general knowledge. Direct question has been asked. Then coming to here, this one, International Grains Council, sometime council, alliance, such kind of platforms. They are asking the question here, International Grains Council, this question here. Then again 100 million farmers in terms of net zero carbon emission and sustainable agriculture, that initiative. So again this part you will find here. Then you can see here, World Toilet Organization, sometimes the UN organization, certain United Nations organization which is focusing on certain key areas. Now based on that the question being asked, again from international perspective, you are getting the question here. Then again this one, national news, Greenfield Airport, Doni Polo, Vijayawada, then Kushinagar, direct question, general knowledge. If you have read the magazines, current affairs, those kind of questions that have been asked here. So my purpose is that to show you these questions, you already know that. And I am very sure few of you would have attempted this year exam also there. You would have given this year exam, 2024 exams. You have solved this kind of when you were in the exam hall. Right, I am very sure about it. You have done that one. So you just to know that current affairs is becoming the important thing, but again remember that. What I would like to add here, that this is another thing, but again, see if the current affairs become the 30% of the part of the question paper, QP, then 70% that is of general study subject understanding. There may be some kind of interconnection, linkages, but you have to balance. What is very important? This one, balancing act. You have to balance your studies, that you have to read the syllabus, going through the concepts, facts, applications, and then current affairs. It should not happen that you are simply theoretically very, very strong, but lacking the current affairs. Or you are doing a lot of current affairs, but lacking the theoretical foundation. That balance have to be there. And that's how the UPSC is proving every year with the questions. Right? So we have started daily news feed because of a purpose, so that you are able to understand, and we are going to do it in this mentorship session. Let me tell you very openly and honestly, in this type of mentorship process, next year 2025 you all will be appearing the examination. So we are going to go through, delve into the current aspect of every subject one by one, and every faculty of DIA will definitely get into those kind of areas and help you it, because I am as a person taking the leadership, because it is being done under my leadership. So I know what way it has to be there. I am constantly in touch with all the faculties and getting all the inputs. So this is going to benefit all of you who have joined this program, are going to benefit from such kind of thing there. Now I will just give it to Amrit sir, because he will also share some of the insight. Then we will go through topic wise current aspect. We will discuss how to tackle this. What should be the approach for that? We will get into the next part about such approach. So we have just shown you the question there, topics there, and the approach. We will get into that. So over to you, Amrit sir.
Thank you, sir. A very good evening to all. I hope you all are enjoying in the festive season. And just coming to the point, Nachiketa sir has already highlighted the points that current affairs hold around 30%. Even I would like to say, sir, it's sometimes more than 30%. It goes up to 35% also. So the point is how to approach these things. There are daily news feeds. You see, we share the newspaper, and it's already written there. It's news feed. You have to take it as a feed, that how I have to read these things and how I have to get things related to my static portion. If you interrelate this, you see most of the topics are interrelated. They are overlapping. Governance is overlapping with polity. World affairs is overlapping with polity and IR portion. So there are every day there are so many things going around the world. Geopolitics is changing every day. There are wars, there are peace, and parallel organizations are also working. Again, you will see there are many summits like India hosted G20, and these things are every day. They are going on and they are adding to your syllabus. So it has been already said, everything under the sun is UPSC. So you have to take the vitamins from there, that what should be my content, what should be my static portion, and what should be related to the current portion coming from the news feeds or the newspapers. So you have to take a balanced approach, as sir said, about taking the balanced approach about syllabus and current affairs. For having this balanced approach, you have to be very well aware with the syllabus, that just you saw the article and your mind starts that okay, it's from GS1, it's from GS2, it's from GS3. So you have to so specific with that article, that will save your time. If you see the article, then you read it, then you go and relate it to your syllabus, then it will be very difficult and very exhaustive. So you have to be very quick, very responsive with your article, with your syllabus. As you saw the article, your mind again goes that okay, this is from GS1, okay, this is from history relating to ancient, okay, this is from modern relating to modern history, okay, this is from art and culture relating to that. So once you quick filter it, it will be easier for you. Then make notes, take the important points. As you see, we already, sir, gave you the examples there with the news papers, with the papers. See, there are, whatever you see, there will be okay. So whatever you see, there are statements, there are very less direct questions, there are statements based on those facts, and those statements are related to current affairs, and even sometimes you will find a mixed approach. There is a current related news coming from it, the question has been framed from there, and the other statement will be related to the static portion. So if you are just reading current affairs without static, it's incomplete. If you are reading static without current affairs, again you will confuse. So you have to be very specific, very specific with your current affairs and with your static portion. If you have both these things done, only and only then you can make this current statements on, or you can go through these answers correctly. Else you will be completely confused. You will be knowing one statement, okay, yes, statement is okay, I know this. Then the second statement will be from the current section. Then you will be confusing, is it true, is it false, is the same thing going on. Like for example, I would say, we are going through the Amrit Kal of the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav and all these things we are going through. So it's very possible that recent activities, many activities will be covering around 100 years, like we are into 1924 and then 1925, and so many things. That was the era of political turmoil and so on, our freedom struggle. So when you relate these things, okay, there are this event like E.V. Ramaswamy Naikar's event was there, so it was in the news. So most of the current affairs are related to that. So if you are aware that okay, there was some movement that was led by E.V. Ramaswamy Naikar, and when was it all going on, when did it happen, so that's your static portion. And we are celebrating a centenarian here, we are celebrating 100 years of that event. So what development have been done about that, what government is thinking about it, because government is also doing so many things. Sometimes they are launching some schemes on the name of such great personalities. Sometimes you see related to their origin, related to something around them. So you have to add your static with the current, only then you will be able to do this. Okay, sir.
Just to add on Amrit sir, just look at this one. I'll just zoom out here. This is where making the headline 100 years, like 100 years of discovery of Harappa civilization, 1924. See, when you read a history book, now this is just making 100th anniversary of the discovery of the Indus Valley civilization. IVC is on 20th September 2024, last month.
Just 10 days. 10.
Now we are in 2024. But 1924, the first time this site was discovered. So this becomes a prominent news. And this is connected with the history, ancient India, with respect to that. So UPSC is not going to ask you 100 years of, this part of discovering of Indus Valley civilization or Harappa civilization, but rather it will ask you from the history book, ancient history book, about this. What type of age was that? Is it was Iron Age, Bronze Age, Copper Age? What type of age was that? What type of social economic life of such people were there? what are the prominent such kind of sites in India. Again, the mapping part, question could be map based. If you see here, this one, given here, Sir John Marshall. Right, is very important name you'll find in the history book. Sir John Marshall, 1924, founder of ASI, Archaeological Survey of India. You all have read about this in history book. Director General of the ASI announced the discovery of IBC. This landmark, 20th September 1924, 100 years back, was a beginning of understanding such kind of a prehistory of India. A new chapter was added into history of India. A new understanding came into that. Right? And now you can see here this given. IBC was an advanced Bronze Age civilization, 1.5 million square kilometers. And who were the key figures there? Persons who were involved in this excavation. One is a Director General, this ASI, right, Sir John Marshall. Along with that, there were Indians, archaeologists who did this kind of finding there. Now, Dayaram Sahni, a very important personality. You read in the history book, whenever you read about Indus Valley civilization, you will always find about the name of Dayaram Sahni. Given ASI archaeologist who excavated Harappa in the early 1920s. Then again, Rakhal Das Banerjee, another archaeologist. These two names, Dayaram Sahni and Rakhal Das Banerjee, you will always come across in the history book. The Indian archaeologist, who were the part of work on the Mohenjo-daro, right? Then Harappa, Dayaram Sahni. So that here, the reasons for the decline, why it was decline and all this kind of, what you have read in history book. So what Sir is saying is that, when you look into Amrit Kal, 75 years of India's independence, many of the things which are part of it, now the UPSC is getting into the questions. Not only prelims exam, but also main exam. And even some kind of landmark thing, 50 years, 75 years, 100 years of such kind of landmark event, where the history, culture, maybe geography, maybe economy, maybe world affairs, right, maybe science and technology, being asked in the exam. Right, yes sir.
So, sir has also shown you just the things that on September 2024, it's been a centenarian, 100 saal ho gaye. So this is all you have to do, that you have to be very good and accurate with your basics and then attach it to your current affairs via the newspaper. Now, the question is how to do these things. You have to do daily work. Each day you have to take time for 1.5 hours or 2 hours, or even in the initial stages you will need 2.5 hours. But if you go through these things, if you make quality notes from this, if you revise them, if you take out the gist from them, make a note, then you can attach it to the monthly magazine, whatever you are reading or whatever institute you follow. But if you only follow the magazines, that will be very bulky, you will not be able to finish it, and just reading will not help you solving the questions. So once you have read the articles, once you have revised them, you have made a note or quick keywords have been noted with you, you have revised them, and then you visit the monthly magazine or the whatever gist you are getting at the end of the month or in the beginning of the month, only then you will be able to recall those things. Else you will see, okay, I have read it, but I am confused. So you have to avoid.
Now, just to add with the sir, what is the thing here? Your current affairs approach. If you look at this approach here, see what I have found is that 90% of aspirants, 90% of students, they do this one. They take current affairs magazine, coaching institutes magazine, whatever the magazines are there, the coaching institute wherever they have done that magazine, or popular coaching institute, corporate coaching institute, their magazines, right? They follow this one, and then they are going to this gist, summary of such prominent articles, right? This is what the approach has been done, right? This is the normal thing, and this happens at the last moment. These people do in they'll do after March. Like exam is in the month of May, So May and June, they will do it after the March. They'll pick up all the current affairs magazines which cover Yojana, Kurukshetra, PIB, right? Then all those kind of the Hindu paper, Indian Express, and those kind of thing comes into that. Now what is very important? You have to, and this is based on what? Daily current affairs. This magazine is prepared from daily current news, right? This is the normal approach of the students. They pick up at the last moment, which are based on the gist and summary of daily current affairs, right? But now you have to change that habit. If you really want to get the result, this approach is wrong. This approach is wrong approach. You have to start, the correct approach is, you start with the daily current affairs, current news, right? Whichever website you follow, whichever coaching you follow, right? Whatever you want to do there. Then make a gist, whatever the gist is there. Now what is very important here? Keywords. You have to do the keywords. And then that keyword should be connected to the subject. Connect to subject. Whatever GS subject, GS 1, 2, 3, 4, or whatever subject you're reading that. This should be the part, and this should be mapped at the end, after March, to the magazine. Current affairs magazine should come at the end of the month. That should be the here. Not the other way around. The right approach is that daily current affairs you are following, you are getting what type of headlines and articles are there, getting the gist or summary, the keywords, whatever the important keywords connected with the topic, the facts that is connect to the subject, whichever subject you are reading there, and finally you are connecting with the magazine, the monthly magazine. What you're taking the monthly magazine here, you are connecting with the monthly magazine there. This is the first right approach you have to build for the exam. Okay, but Shekhar want to ask something. Shekhar, you can unmute yourself.
Shekhar, is sir audible?
Am I? Good evening, please. हाँ. Good, very good, very good. बिल्कुल बिल्कुल हाँ. Correct, very true. हाँ. बिल्कुल 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 कंप्लीट कर सकते हैं. नहीं, वेरी गुड शेखर, वेरी गुड अप्रोच. बिकॉज ये अप्रोच मैं इसीलिए बार बार बच्चों को यही कहता हूँ कि अभी ये ज़रूरत है, ये अप्रोच को करना बहुत ज़रूरी है. और ये मैनेज हो सकता है, आपको पूरा नहीं पढ़ना है, आप 2-3 भी आर्टिकल्स पढ़ लिए. एक और चीज़, वन मोर थिंग हियर, व्हाट शेखर हैज एडेड, यू कैन ऑल्सो सेलेक्ट subjects. Like Shekhar has said, Shekhar has taken science and technology of the month of September, right? Slow and steady. See, no, you should not go into just one time doing lot of things. He has picked up science and technology. Let's say it has taken the science and technology, and let's say month of September month, right? September month, all those news which has come there, let's say the Hindu paper, suppose the Hindu collection, he has made his own scrapbook, which I always say a scrapbook. What he did was he took those articles, because these articles are already there, he compiled them into a single file, right? He just took those articles, articles of let's say 30 days, 30 days of month of September on which subject? Science and technology. And he has what he did a single, because now you know you have mobile phone, laptop, all things are there. He put all those articles there. He created his own kind of a e-book. E-book he has created, PDF.
And subject specific.
Subject specific here.
Paper
And sorry. And what he did that, while reading the article, what he did that he underlined the main points, key points. Right? That is a highlighted. That is a highlight of the key point. He has highlighted the key points, main points there. Because see, when you read an article, not everything will be very important. Let's look at example. I'll take example. I'm taking the science and technology example here. Let's understand here. Let's look at this one. I'm taking just an article. This is a mixed, we have just taken the certain aspect of it. Now look at here, this one. Or let me go to the main part of it. Let's say, for example, sometimes the small news will be there. Suppose this one. In some mammals, timing of the normally continuing embryonic development, DNA, genetics. So what is done? It has been kept at one place, and then while reading, highlighted that. So what is the main aspect going there? Embryo transplant and part of development of embryo. Okay, now let's look at here. Now let's, for example, if I come across here, suppose this word is here, blastocyst. So when I'm reading the subject, when I'm reading the article, so I know that the main thing is that embryonic development of fetus. And then we're talking about mammals as a species. Then here, blastocyst. Now this could be only understood if you know the subject. That means if you know the biology part of it. General science, if you have read in biology about human development or mammalian development, uterus, embryonic development, blastocyst, and even you can connect with this one with genetics and biotechnology, where the genetics and biotechnology comes into that. Like here, blastocyst. So those who have read the subject, right, those who have read the subject will know what is blastocyst. After zygote is formed, that is a first kind of a cells what get formed. This is what we call blastocyst. And you have read about further, you will know that stem cell, right, embryonic stem cell, all this comes into that. So those students who has already studied basic areas, that means basics of science and technology, will be able to understand that, okay, these are the term, I am already familiar with it. That means you are already familiar with such kind of words. Because you have read in biotechnology, you have read in biology, you are aware of that. Now let's see further. If I take further here, let's suppose here, I'll take another article here. Let's say, for example, this one. Sometime photograph. Astronauts. Let's say here, this one, training part is given here, European Astronaut Center in Cologne, Germany, where the astronauts were getting trained. Luna facility. What is called here? Luna. It has created a facility very similar to what moon is there, Earth's moon, where the astronauts can be trained, because there is an ongoing kind of program going on where man will return back to the moon. After Apollo 11, Neil Armstrong and Edwin Aldrin, now the next mission to bring man to the moon, now there's already an international project going on, Artemis mission of NASA, Artemis. So now the training facility Luna, that you are connecting with that part. Then you see further here, if you take here further science and technology based, you'll also find here, let's say I'll take the article here. Now look at here. Ocean near critical acidification, right? Now there's a disaster part comes here, but now let's look at here. Now see here. Indian Council of Agriculture Research, ICAR, Penn State. There's a university in US, Pennsylvania. University of Pennsylvania. Team makes a tool small enough to edit plant genome. So now you know that in terms of there, what is very important thing here? Genome. Now from biotechnology, genome is what? Total DNA of an organism. Total genes and DNA of an organism, chromosomes and DNA of an organism. Now we are talking about plant. Now what is the word here? Edit. That means we can make changes to DNA and genes. And what is being talked about? A tool, makes a tool, a small tool. Most of the time you know that CRISPR-Cas9, right, a gene editing tool which makes a headline. But now scientists have developed a new type of tools here. So that is what is the news here. And whenever you have, now see here is given CRISPR. Is given here word CRISPR, commonly used. So the student who has read science and technology thoroughly, who have got basic understanding of theory part of it, will be able to connect with the article. Will be able to connect with the article here. Right? So what is very important here, the first thing is a basic understanding of science and technology, then connecting with the current affairs news where you are able to mark important points here. Right? There's one part which I have mentioned here. What part of comes here? Those kind of understanding here. Astronomy, space, defense, whatever comes. Even GK, general knowledge. That part you have to come to select a subject. Don't do randomly all the subjects. Select one subject. Do it that one, then the next subject, then the next subject, then the next subject. Now, if you look at, I'll give you my analysis, where the priority should be given here. If you look at topic wise, subject wise, where you need to give the priority here. Right? First thing, the priority what comes here, that is which I will always say that this has to be there. Science and technology, that is one should be priority should be given to this one. Any daily news coming there. Then again environment, disaster. Even mains exam, disaster management, urban flood or whatever, the environment and disaster management. This has to be given the priority, linking with geography. This has to be given a priority here. Then what comes here? Third thing comes here, this one, world affairs. This is very, very important. Nowadays continuously question being asked on world affairs. Like for example, recently Iran, Israel, and the Lebanon, Hezbollah chief has been killed by Israeli troop. This is making headline. Hezbollah, Lebanon. Again war, conflict. So Russia, Ukraine, but now Israel, Iran and all this conflict, Palestine is going on there. And Hezbollah chief who was murdered, right, killed here. Killed was there, right, by the complete thing was there. So there is killing of such kind of groups that is making a lot of headlines. The different type of views, pro, against Israel, pro, against Hezbollah or Lebanon, the different type of opinions are there. See, you don't have to carry about any particular type of opinion. You don't have to become a kind of a activist or a politicians kind of thing there, or such kind of a part of. You are going to become a civil servant. You should have a balanced approach. What is Hezbollah? What they are fighting for? Right? What is this issue of Iran, Israel there? What are the main thing of that? Getting back to IR, international relation, right? Geopolitics. That part comes. This is another important part. And again, connecting with the mapping here, another thing. When you say GK here, general knowledge, places in news. Right? Even persons, even the persons in news. That comes into any kind of a magazine compilation. Right? GK magazine, they cover this kind of thing. Then again, government schemes. What type of government schemes have been announced? Ongoing schemes, new schemes. What type of new policies has been brought there? Then sports, awards. See, you should not neglect all this. I am telling you that. GK, I'll tell you that now the pattern of the exam is indicating towards general knowledge. Who knows the next year GK based questions can increase. Right? UPSC can ask GK based question more. Now this is now getting a kind of priority. So maybe few questions this year, but the next year UPSC might increase the number of questions. So you should be prepared with it. This part of it. Priority should be given here. Then again, another thing, any cultural aspect which is coming there. Any kind of a site, architecture, let's say here, sites could be there, architecture could be there, and that you have to connect with Indian history, even world history sometimes, cultural aspect, dance form, any kind of cultural aspect. At least one GK question that comes there. Now again, then what comes here? Then in this case, sometimes this act, right, some kind of act, then bills, whatever bill has been introduced, amendments to come the part of it, whatever the PIB, kind of PIB or PRS kind of thing which is making headline. Let's say this time main exam question was Data Protection Act. There the question was asked. So again, this could be a priority part of it. Not only this one, as you go to the priority aspect list here, what you said, your list. This way you have to see that. Then comes to what? Economy. See, economy questions mostly are based on theoretical thing. But now what is gaining very importance? World economy, world event. World economic event, right? This they are focusing on that. US and other country debt and everything. And then coming to Indian economy, Indian economic aspect. Whatever the Indian economy aspect comes in the news. So that what comes in the part of an economy then becomes a part of it. And again remember that this part, you have to connect with your budget. Union budget, economic survey. Everyone will talk about this, that whatever economic you are reading, it has to be connected with economic survey and budget, union budget. The key highlights that comes into that. And then nowadays polity governance, that is also making a lot of headlines there, polity and governance part of it. So that is again interconnected areas that is getting the headlines. So you can see that what Amrit Sir has said is not only 30%, sometimes could be 35, 40% could be the current affairs weightage for the examination, right? So Shekhar's approach, although it takes time, but believe me, coming 4-5 months will be much easier. And then see, you have to go through the magazine. I'm saying that magazine have to be there. It's not that magazine you don't have to do. You have to do the magazine. You have to go through the magazine here. I've given you a current affairs magazine. But once you are doing this one, finally you are connecting with the magazine. What most of the people do? Only read this magazine, then scrap all this kind of thing. I'm saying that start from here, slowly, and then read magazine also there. I know this could be very tough, very difficult. But if you can manage it, you will be in more comfortable position. Believe me, I have been always talking about saying that UPSC questions, the way UPSC is evolving, the way questions are getting asked in the exam. If anybody has not done hard work or homework well, will be in trouble, will be in a problem during the prelims exam. And even the main exam questions are based on current affairs. Current affairs is always a bonus. I'll tell you that. Current affairs is always a bonus. Right? Recently, one student from Kolkata, the new batch, where I was there, the student said that, sir, I was watching a video. है ना, मैं करंट अफेयर्स का आजकल यूट्यूब में बहुत सारे वीडियोस आते हैं, डेली करंट अफेयर्स का वीडियोस आता है, तो मैं वीडियो देख देख के नोट्स बना रहा था, तो मेरा बहुत टाइम जा रहा था. अब सोचो कोई अगर ऐसा यूट्यूब चैनल आप लोगों ने भी किया होगा, आई एम वेरी 100% श्योर, आप लोगों ने भी कुछ ऐसे कोचिंग इंस्टीट्यूट के जो डेली करंट अफेयर्स के आपने सब्सक्राइब कर लिया होगा, जहाँ डेली करंट अफेयर्स का रोज डिस्कशन होता है कि जो हेडलाइंस क्या क्या चीज़ है, हर कोचिंग इंस्टीट्यूट करता है. और आपको यूट्यूब में ऐसे बहुत सारे चैनल का लिंक मिल जाएगा जहाँ पर करंट अफेयर्स. तो दैट चाइल्ड वाज सेइंग मी दैट ही वाज इन दैट पर्टिकुलर जहाँ पर सब्सक्राइबर बेस ज़्यादा है, ही यूज्ड टू जस्ट लिसन एंड राइट देयर. 2 घंटे टाइम बर्बाद हो रहा था, wasting 2 hours every day. He stopped doing that. What he did then, he started with this one, which are current affairs main headlines, read that, make a slide notes, and then finally see the video. Then कि कुछ छूट तो नहीं गया, कुछ अलग तो नहीं हो गया. तो please make sure the approach has to be changed. आप ऐसा मान लोगे कि नहीं कोई वीडियो दे रहा है करंट अफेयर्स का रोज का वीडियो आ रहा है बस वही लिया वही कर लिया तो वो आपका हाफ बेक्ड अप्रोच होगा. एंड वो बच्चा मुझे बोल रहा था कि सर मैंने जब न्यूज़पेपर से करना चालू किया तो मुझे और भी बहुत सारे आर्टिकल्स मिले, मेरा एक दायरा बढ़ गया. आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट न्यू बैच राइट नाउ. आई वॉज इन कोलकाता एल्गिन चेंबर. द न्यू बैच स्टूडेंट वॉज टॉकिंग टू मी. He was earlier looking at one popular coaching institute, YouTube videos, YouTube everyday daily current affairs, and was doing that one. He was spending 2 to 3 hours only noting down, making all the notes and everything there. But now he was able to do in 1 hour, 1.5 hour. So that's what I'm saying, that you need to change the approach of your learning. That is very, very important. Right? That approach has to be changed. Yes, sir. Any doubt you have, please ask there.
One more thing I would like to add, that if you are going through this approach, it might be bulky in initial phases, but believe me, if you do it continuously for 2 months or even 3 months, or take a maximum approach of 90 days, you will see that things are getting much smaller and your time frame is getting reduced. So once you set into this, you will see that you will be discovering many things. You will be more inquisitive. What is this? What is this about? So you have to be very specific about writing those things what you are writing. But believe me, it's worth doing. If initially you take 2 hours or 1.5 hours, it is worth giving. You should try this. Take a 90-day trial. Begin with start humbly. Begin with humble beginnings. Take 1 article, 2 articles daily, no issues. Start with it, make notes, attach it with your static portion, then think over it. Because these things are not just for your pre-exams or mains exam. Many times you will see in the interview boards also, you will find these things. And IR, how will you get your IR strong? IR has 2 portions. One is very static, the theories. Okay, what's bilateral relation, what's trilateral relation, what India is sharing with geopolitics, and then what's currently going on. So most of the time you will see the questions are asked on basis of these newspapers, because all the panel members, board members, they all go through these things and they are very well aware of what you are reading, that you are going through the coaching materials or you are going through the shortcut materials. But if you are going through this, you will be able to answer them. And if you are aware with these points, if you are well known with the current affairs, then your answer writing in the mains will also enhance. You will have a good control over the language. You see, whatever the language they are writing, it's very elevated. And once you start doing things, once you start noting things, you will see that you will be grasping those sentences, those good sentences, those good keywords. That will make your answer very emphatic, very emphatic. That will improve your answer. The basic things, you will know the points. 5 to 6 points are there with your answer. But if you add them with a good language, with good keywords, sentences taken from newspapers, with current aspects, you will see your answer is really different and your approach will also change. So this will not just improve your pre-examination skills or main examination skills, but it will also improve your communication skills. That will be helpful later in the interview phases or even in the writing answers. So this will make you very confident that I am aware with the things, I have good command over the static portion, I have done my homework with the current affairs. So you will be very confident and you will start noticing difference in your writing skills. The basic English you are writing will be improved. You will have more words, you will have more keywords, standard words used for those articles, and those terms will be used. Then it will automatically make your answer very nice. Your word limit, most of the students have the problem of exceeding the word limits. So once you are good into keywords, once you are good into the good words that has been written in your answer, that will be crisp, that will be good, and that will be very emphatic. Right. So these things are not just for your pre-exams, mains exams, or even interview exams. This newspaper reading, magazine reading will improve your writing skill, will improve your understanding skill, and will improve your insights into the subject. So just go, start, begin humbly, there is no rush. This is a continuous process. Kachua will always win in the UPSC examination. So you have to go through it. Sir.
Now just to add here, what I would like to add here, make it a kind of a habit here. See, current affair is just like a habit. Make it a habit here. And you know, you should enjoy. One is the habit. And then here, one should enjoy reading current affairs. It should not be, right, kind of a thing that it's a very burden, right? ये नहीं होना चाहिए कि करंट अफेयर्स एक तरह बहुत डिफिकल्ट है और वो पूरा बर्डन की तरह हो रहा है, वो नहीं होना चाहिए. एंड व्हाट सर हैज सेड, सी व्हेन यू स्टार्ट फर्स्ट टाइम विल बी मोर, as you start doing the develop habit, it will become shorter time. Let's say if you take time here, maybe initially it may take 2 hours or 3 hours, ठीक है, of reading that one. First day difficult, more time. Next day you will reduce to 2 hours, or maybe after 2 to 3 days your habit of reading will increase. Then maybe reduce to 1 hour, है ना, यहाँ तक आ जाएगा. Then you have to stick to it 1 hour, कि 1 hour current affairs every day as a habit, कि मुझे 1 घंटा पढ़ना ही पढ़ना है. पहले शुरुआत में 3 घंटे लग रहे हैं, 2 घंटे लग रहे हैं, फिर धीरे धीरे आप जैसे जैसे लगातार एक आदत बना लेते हो, रेगुलर एक हैबिट बन जाता है आपका, पढ़ते 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 फिर आपको कम हो जाएगा, फिर कम होगा, फिर आपका क्या है, एक तरह का जैसे खाना या पीना या कुछ काम करना होता है, वैसे एक आदत बन जाएगी कि मुझे रोज करंट अफेयर्स करना है. दैट विल बिकम लाइक अ हैबिट. तो दैट इज व्हाट द अप्रोच यू हैव टू डू. नाउ आई हैव गिवन हियर, so we'll do one thing here. Let me do one thing. We have prepared here a mixed type of articles here. I know we have taken the mixed type of articles here. Now just see here what we have done. One is this one, create in India. Just look at here, create in India challenge. Right, huge platform. What is create in India? Now another thing here, when you come to this one, जब आप पढ़ते हो तो उसका जो कीवर्ड्स है, दैट इज कीवर्ड्स, ये तो यहाँ पर होगा ही होगा, लेकिन आपको साथ साथ में क्या करना है, व्हाट, राइट, व्हाई, समटाइम मे बी हाउ थिंग्स आर बीइंग डन, व्हाट इज इंप्लीमेंटेशन मैकेनिज्म, है ना, देन समटाइम वेयर, राइट. ये क्वेश्चंस हैं कि व्हाट इज क्रिएट इन इंडिया. सपोज व्हाट इज क्रिएट इन इंडिया, why government has launched create in India, what is the purpose, what is the objective, how government is going to implement create in India program. Suppose this is the program here, create in India. This is a platform government has launched. So what is create in India, why create in India, objective, how create in India will be implemented, phased manner, where it will be implemented. Is this will pan India, all over India? Will there be certain states where create in India will be as a platform for ideation, innovation, है ना, जो नवाचार बोलते हैं ना, नई सोच, नए आइडियाज, क्या एक तरह का प्लेटफॉर्म के तौर पे कहीं पर पायलट बेस उसका किया जाएगा, या पूरा ऑल ओवर इंडिया किया जाएगा? तो वेयर, राइट, व्हाट, व्हाई, हाउ, कैसे करेंगे, वेयर, राइट. सो दिस टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चंस, राइट, यू हैव टू कनेक्ट विद दैट. और हमेशा ये चीज को कनेक्ट करना है, कोई भी चीज है फ्रॉम मेंस पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू, देयर इज समथिंग यू हैव टू कनेक्ट विद द लॉ, पॉलिसी, गवर्नेंस, इकोनॉमी, इन्वायरमेंट, साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी, कनेक्ट विद द एरियाज देयर. तो ये चीज बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट, दिस ऑल क्वेश्चंस नीड टू बी आंसर्ड. So let's say, for example, this particular one, this one comes, participation in this, right? Now the challenges here government has given. Now if you see for the second one, this one biennial, like here, this was another part here. Now look at here this one. biannual air show, Aero India, this, GK, general knowledge. Somewhere you have written there, right? Then you can see here BRICS. BRICS, multipolarity, global diversity, Jaishankar. About IR news. Then again you see beads on the moon suggest it had volcanoes more recently than thought. Lunar exploration. Volcanism in lunars. Space technology. That article, you have gist also there. You have one page coming, the Hindu paper. Then what comes here? Lapata Ladies is India's entry for Oscars, Oscar Award entry. Lapata Ladies. That movie has been nominated there. Then again, scientists discover pause button in human development. What I said that, embryonic development. Then training lunar facility in Cologne in Germany. That photograph is there. Then coming world's oceans near critical acidification. Ocean acidification. There's a, from environmental point of view, the oceans are getting acidified and their impacts. Many articles are coming on environment. If you look at Hindu paper, many articles are coming on environment here. So that part comes here. Right, planetary health check. Planetary health check. Right. Then you can see here NDMA, disaster management, glacial lakes. Let's say, you know, last year, Lonak Lake, South Lonak Lake, Sikkim, the lake burst was there. Glacial lake outflows. So now see NDMA, National Disaster Management Authority, to monitor 189 high-risk glacial lakes to prevent disasters. Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh, even Ladakh, even Sikkim, Arunachal Pradesh, those kind of monitoring has been talked about. So here this article becomes, then shift in inflation, economy, Indian economy news, inflation, shift in inflation goal can trip economic prospect, Patra there, the ministers there. Then ICR, this one, CRISPR, plant genome edit. Then coming to white revolution 2.0, you know, white revolution, milk production. Involvement of women participation in white revolution 2.0 to empower women, fight malnutrition. Then you can see here, women-led development in the Rajya Sabha. Women-led development in Rajya Sabha, politics part of the editorial news. Then if you see here, this one, African cheetah, environment news. What is the current status of the introduction of African cheetah? Kuno National Park. That gives you the perspective. See, there are articles given here. Why are the African cheetahs in captivity? Why did so many cheetahs die? You know, the death of cheetahs in moving there. Why are the cheetahs located in Kuno? Why Kuno? Then, will Project Cheetah have measurable outcomes? Then again, does Project Cheetah have a sunset clause? It gives you perspective about African cheetah. And you get so many facts, biological, you know, sometimes now questions from biological aspect, biology of cheetah, right? How the cheetah as a animal, its behavior, you will come across there. And there was a question this year, cheetahs, that cheetah, lion and leopard, mixed type of question, UPSC asked question, very simple question was asked. Lions don't have a particular breeding season. Unlike lions, these cheetahs don't roar. And third one, leopards do not mark their territory with scent marking. A very simple question was asked. So again, that part of comes here. Now here, how do emergency provisions impact center-state relation, polity, Indian constitution, federalism, federal structure of Indian polity, federalism, center-state relation, and how that clause, that what called emergency provision, Article 365 and all this one, that what comes here. Then what you find, renewable energy sector. Renewable energy sector will power India's growth. Solar, wind, whatever, renewable energy, government schemes, government programs, even connected with global aspect, climate change, COP meetings, and other things will come there. 500 gigawatt target of achieving renewable power by 2030 under Paris Agreement goal, that is what is given. Then you see, is it time for India to introduce universal basic income? Sometimes analytical thing, universal basic income. क्या ये सही टाइम है इंडिया को इंट्रोड्यूस करने के लिए कि यूनिवर्सल बेसिक इनकम हो? दैट पार्ट यू फाइंड हियर, राइट? देन अगेन मिशन मौसम, मानसून, इंडियन मेट्रोलॉजिकल डिपार्टमेंट IMD, मिशन मौसम to boost radar network to seed, tweak cloud seeding. cloud seeding technology, methodology, to tweak cloud, to seed cloud, cloud seeding. Mission Mosam, rainfall in dry areas. That part is given here. What do you find here, right? Port Blair, to be renamed as Sri Vijaypuram. New name of Port Blair. That is the capital of Andaman Nicobar Islands. So that Port Blair to be renamed Sri Vijaypuram. GK, general knowledge, short article.
Again related to history.
Now again with the history there, that you know Port Blair, the jail and all this comes there, right? Then now you see here, what do we know about ANIDO? ANIDCO, Andaman Nicobar Integrated, right? He has given here, Integrated Development Corporation, ANIDCO. Now you know Nicobar Development Project and all is going there. Multiple dimensions are there. That what is comes here, right? So what is very important here, this type of articles, if you are selected, these are the articles to read, rest I will not read it. Your time is saved. And if you give time, what I said, initially it may take more time. It will take more time, but later on it will become much simpler, much better. You will be in much comfortable position. And what I said, you have to make it a habit. ठीक है? कोई आपको मसीहा आके लास्ट में नहीं बचाएगा. ना तो नचिकेता सर बचा पाएंगे, ना अमृत सर, ना तो स्टडी आईक्यू, ना विजन आईएएस, ना वाजीराम, ना दृष्टि, ना कोई कोचिंग इंस्टीट्यूट. और जो आप वीडियो देखते हो किसी भी कोचिंग इंस्टीट्यूट का, जो एजुकेटर आके जो अपना डेली करंट अफेयर्स कर रहा है, कुछ भी आपको हेल्प नहीं करेगा. अंत में आप खुद से करोगे. यू विल डू बाय योरसेल्फ. ना तो कोई वीडियोस देख के काम चलेगा, ना तो मैगजीन का होगा, ना तो कोई टीचर होगा. खुद से आपको करना पड़ेगा. That is what I always say that. They can be supportive. Nachiketa sir can be supportive. Amrit sir can be supportive. Any other educator can be supportive. Right? Any kind of video what you watch every day for current affairs can be supportive. Right? Magazines which you read from coaching institutes can be supportive. But it is you who has to do it. And I believe you have to work hard. There is no way out. पढ़ना पड़ेगा. There is कोई रास्ता नहीं है. There is no way out. So any doubt, anything you want to ask, then I'll give you assignment, homework. फिर आपको homework मिलेगा. You will get assignment. ठीक है? Yes. Any question? Any question? How are you? How? Ramakrishna told me about how there. How he is very much worried about science and technology and environment. So how? Don't worry, I am there to help you out. You will be helping. So I am there to take care of all of you, right? And science and technology has not started in Dia. This is going to start in the next month. Science tech and environment. So you can get those kind of class videos and everything there, right? How? Can you unmute yourself? How?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You are from Manipur. Exactly from which place you belong to Manipur?
The Wanton district, sir.
Ah, I know that. See, my own friend is there, Romendro. His name is Romendro. He is in the police department. He's in a police department, Romendro. He's continuously in touch with me. He's like my brother, you know. We are continuously in touch with each other. And I've taught many students from Manipur. And they're also selected IAS officers. So nothing to worry, you know. Don't worry about the language also. Sometimes we have to use Hindi, you know that, because of the students come from Hindi background. But the language of instruction will be in English medium. And science and technology, you have not joined any GS batch anywhere? How?
No, sir. I didn't go. I just studied for myself.
A self-study you are doing? Okay.
Yeah.
And nothing to worry, I am there to help you out. Nothing to worry. Yeah, Ramakrishna told me, sir, how is there? Please, talk to him. So I will talk to how. Nothing to worry how. Even you are in a zero level, basic level, you don't have good understanding of science and technology, basic fundamental area, don't worry. I am going to help out because the month of November I will be again here in this place. I will be teaching the offline batch. There is an offline batch. They are having the classes regularly here. So they will be taught by me about the subject, and I'll start from very basic level. I'll start from very scratch level, and even timing is morning time. The morning batch is going on here. 8 a.m. We are having classes here. So this mentorship session we have kept in the evening time because of our students have got many kind of engagement. That's why in the evening time is there. But the classes will be there, and we are following the hybrid mode, just like Delhi Institute. So we have a backup with the recorded videos also. If you miss out sometime, then you may get recorded video, right? So nothing to worry there. I am there, don't worry. How, remember that. I am there for you, right? No need to worry. Right. Anjali Chitkara. Anjali, you can unmute yourself. Yes, Anjali.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Anjali. How are you?
Sir, I'm fine.
Huh.
Sir, my basic concept I'm not clear, so I'm not able to connect it
Correct,
with the
correct,
current
correct.
affairs.
या दैट विल बी प्रॉब्लम. वो प्रॉब्लम होगा कि जब तक आपका बेसिक्स नहीं क्लियर है, करंट अफेयर्स बहुत डिफिकल्ट है. दैट इज वेरी श्योर. तो फॉर दैट बेसिक थिंग्स आर रिक्वायर्ड, एंड आई थिंक अगेन यू हैव नॉट डन साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी प्रॉपरली. आई एम श्योर दैट साइंस टेक अच्छे से किया है और इन्वायरमेंट
No, sir.
नहीं किया ना.
मेरे complete ही नहीं हुआ वो सब।
हाँ हाँ वही चीज़ है.
Complete पड़ा है।
नहीं कोई दिक्कत नहीं, आप पहले उसको कंप्लीट कर लो. मैंने एक अप्रोच बताया है, मतलब आज के सेशन में मैंने एक अप्रोच बताया है कि अमृत सर ने बताया, मैंने भी बताया है. बस वो अप्रोच को ध्यान रखना है. फर्स्ट ट्राई टू डू द सिलेबस. व्हाट आई ऑलवेज बिलीव कि फर्स्ट ट्राई टू डू द सब्जेक्ट प्रॉपरली, एवरी सब्जेक्ट, साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी, इन्वायरमेंट, ज्योग्राफी, डिजास्टर मैनेजमेंट, इकोनॉमी, पॉलिटी, गवर्नेंस, IR, right, history, all things you try to do first properly, then only you will understand the current affairs. इसलिए मैं बार बार बोलता हूँ कि पहले GS, फर्स्ट जनरल स्टडीज, देन करंट अफेयर्स. इट शुड नॉट बी अदर वे अराउंड कि करंट अफेयर्स एंड गेटिंग बैक टू GS. करंट अफेयर्स उनको करना है जिनका GS हो चुका है, जिन्हें GS कर रखा है, उनको करना है, उनके लिए जरूरी है.
Sir, I would like to add something. See, one basic question is there. What sir has highlighted. So please. Keywords and what, why, how, where. So for these things, use technology. Use Google. Google AI is there. If you are not getting it right immediately into it, if your basics are not clear, if you are confused about it, just use it. But don't get indulged into that. Just started searching and then going through so many websites and all. Just get an idea. Just speak to the Google or just type in the Google that whatever the stem cell is going on. Okay, take some example that some stem cell development are going on. If you are not getting any word, if you are not understanding even some terms of English, then just go use the Google, get it there, and whatever language you are comfortable, if you are from Hindi belt, write it in Hindi. There is no issue with that. That's your note copy. Make it friendly to yourself, not make it for others. That this is designed very well, anyone will see, he will be happy. Make it for yourself. Whatever you are, in whatever way you are able to understand, do that. And don't try to copy these statements. Many a times I see.
आप इसमें Google AI यूज करो. Google AI आजकल Google में AI भी आ चुका है, और that is called generative. You know what is something called generative AI. अभी आजकल ये इनबिल्ट हो चुका है. जैसे चैट जीपीटी होता है, चैट जीपीटी इज अनदर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टूल. चैट जीपीटी पार्ट ऑफ इट. मैं एग्जांपल दे रहा हूँ. दिस एग्जांपल, इफ यू सी दिस एग्जांपल हियर, ये जो मैंने सर्च किया था यहाँ पर, I have just simply did, see, you can see, I have done the search what, क्या गूगल सर्च है, 100 years of हड़प्पा डिस्कवरी. ठीक है. अब आप देखो, अब गूगल का सर्च इंजन काफ़ी रिफाइंड हो चुका है. It has improved a lot. See, after this, when I did the Google search, 100 years of Harappa discovery, now what Google is giving here, see, AI overview, now see, Hindi, English.
And you can add more languages to your.
Even you can add language. You can add languages also. Same content will come in the other languages also there. And you can listen also there. Voice, text to speech. Like for example, listen. So it will just give the sound.
The 100th anniversary of the discovery of the Indus Valley
Correct.
Civilization, IVC, is on September 20th, 2024. On this day in 1924, Sir John Mark.
So that gives, now when you go to Hindi, is it become very advanced. AI has become so much advanced. The language has come, see, सिंधु घाटी सभ्यता की खोज की 100वीं वर्षगांठ 20 सितंबर 2024 को है। इस दिन 1924 में भारतीय पुरातत्व सर्वेक्षण ASI के महानिदेशक सर जॉन मार्शल ने IBC की खोज की घोषणा की थी। नाउ सी इवन ग्रामेटिकल करेक्शन, अर्लियर गूगल ट्रांसलेट वाज नॉट दैट परफेक्ट, but now you see how the language training has been done by Google AI, generative AI. Now you are getting the grammatically correct sentences. Now what is very important, not only this one, see, not only this one, ABC further, see, it gives you from textbooks, history textbooks, and again curated search. What is something called curated content? What is something called here? Curated content. You are getting curated content here. That helps you get to the right content. What I say, supportive. It support your learning. And you can see here this curated content. Even here, see, all the names given here. Now you can see the reasons for the decline of IBC are still debated, but some theories include. Now again, and you can see here generative AI, experimental. So further you can read more. Now here again, whichever articles come, the Hindu newspaper, the centenary of the discovery of the Indus Valley civilization and the Dravidian links. So make use of this powerful tool. Make use of this powerful tool to learn about the things there. ये बहुत ही powerful technological tool है, इसका use करो आप. It is really going to help you a lot, right, for current affairs. Yes.
So, I think we have discussed the aspects of current affairs, how to go through the daily newspaper, use technology for yourself, make notes that are very crisp and that are helpful to you. Don't make such notes that once you visit after 2 months notes and you are again confused. 2 months ago I have written these things, what are these things going on, I am not able to comprehend it. So don't do that.
अच्छा मैं कुछ पूछना चाह रहा हूँ. सृष्टि, any doubt you have? I'm talking to each one of them. सृष्टि वर्मा, कुछ कहना है? You can talk to me in Hindi also there. Anything you want to ask? Good evening. Are you able to understand here for current affairs? I'm going to give homework also there. अच्छा वरुण सिंह, वरुण, anything to ask? समझ में आ रहा है? देखो मैंने इंग्लिश में किया है, हिंदी में भी होगा, बाइलिंगुअल भी होगा, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. आपको समझने के लिए बस एक नॉर्मल था, इसलिए मैंने इंग्लिश का यूज़ किया है. एंड आई थिंक यू ऑल आर फ्रॉम इंग्लिश मीडियम बैकग्राउंड, राइट? बारिंग फ्यू ऑफ देम, द थिंग. शेखर इज ऑलरेडी देयर, अंजलि इज देयर, किशन इज ऑलरेडी देयर. सौरभ खान, समझ में आ रहा है चीज़ों को? सौरभ इज देयर. एंड देन सौरभ, समझ में आ रहा है? अच्छा, किशन हैज रिप्लाइड यस सर. ठीक है. और हु इज द अदर पर्सन? एनी डाउट यू हैव? वो उस पर क्लिक करना है, JNR में जो है,
Two others.
टू अदर्स में. हाँ, आई एम जस्ट ट्राइंग टू सी हु ऑल पीपल आर देयर.
Scroll करो.
एनीबॉडी एल्स? रितिका, आर यू ओके? रितिका और जागृति जैन, कुछ पूछना है? जागृति, गुड इवनिंग. हाँ, आई एम सीइंग द, ये मेरे सामने पैनल है, दिस इज अ पैनल हियर, दिस बिग टीवी स्क्रीन इज देयर, all your names and chat boxes coming there. That's what I'm looking this side. Camera is this side, this is camera. So I'm looking at this side here. Jagriti, हाँ, anything you want to ask Jagriti?
Right now everything is clear, sir.
Clear ना? अच्छा ठीक है. Now for everyone, homework is this. We are sharing this compiled articles.
Last 15 days.
Last 15 days. This is last 15 days. The last 15 days. Now your homework is that इसका summary submit करना है पढ़ के. Now every mentorship session I am going to give you some kind of assignment, and that is required. Mentorship session requires assignment and test. So your assignment for current affairs is that you will be taking this which we have compiled 15 days. 15 days this news compilation PDF we are going to share with all of you. This will be shared in the WhatsApp group. ठीक है? अब आपका होमवर्क क्या है? What you are going to do? This articles, ये जो articles हैं, I want to see how you read articles and how do you do the research. That means you are going to this one prepare your own notes on articles. You can use your subject understanding. नहीं तो आप अगर मान लो आपको ग्लेशियर लेक क्या है सर्च करो, आप थोड़ा पता करो क्या है ग्लेशियर लेक, बहुत मजा आएगा. मैं बता रहा हूँ, यू विल एंजॉय अ लॉट. You are going to enjoy a lot this kind of work. This assignment which I am giving 15 days, it has 15 days September month. This September month we have compiled from the Hindu paper. Each of these articles you read, mark, prepare its summary, your own notes. I want to see how you use your brain, your understanding and your knowledge of the subject. इसमें ऐसा भी हो सकता है कि आपको कुछ चीज़ें नहीं पता हो तो आप उसको सर्च करोगे, किताब खोलोगे, आप बुक खोल के पढ़ोगे. यू विल ओपन द टेक्स्ट बुक ऑफ इकोनॉमी, ज्योग्राफी, पॉलिटी, try to understand, or you'll do the Google search. Now I have demonstrated AI, Google AI. You'll try to get to the Google search. Some content will be there. You will read those content, prepare itself, make a notes on this. And don't worry, you don't make handwritten notes. Make this one on the Word file. You make in a Word file, right? Notes, not handwritten. Your time will be saved. हैंड रिटन करने की जरूरत नहीं है. अगर जो लोग हिंदी में करना चाह रहे हैं हिंदी में कर सकते हैं, जो लोग इंग्लिश में तो इंग्लिश में कर सकते हैं, है ना. उसको आप प्रिपेयर करो, है ना. जो होता है ना, जैसा आपके PDF है, आपको वहाँ से कट करना है, कट, कॉपी, पेस्ट, देन कुछ कीवर्ड आपने सर्च किया, कुछ कंटेंट आया, उसको अरेंज किया. दैट मीन्स यू आर वर्किंग एज अ रिसर्च analyst. You are working as a research analyst. You are analyzing the news. And then again, content development. I want to see how you read and prepare the content. आप content कैसे तैयार करते हो?
It will make their understanding clear about the topic.
You will be able to understand the topic properly. Clear understanding. Did you understand? Not handwritten. Don't do handwritten. It will take a lot of time. आपको हाथ से नहीं लिखना है. हाथ से लिखेंगे तो आपका बहुत टाइम चला जाएगा. हाथ से नहीं लिखना है. आपके पास आर्टिकल है, यू हैव द आर्टिकल, दिस आर्टिकल्स आर देयर. यू जस्ट filter from the articles, key points. You take the key points from the articles. Make a word page. Pick up the main key points, add on the word page. And then you do further more research. What, how, when, what are the things which can be further researched, can we further find out. इसमें और हम क्या क्या खोज सकते हैं, क्या क्या नया चीज और पता कर सकते हैं, क्या क्या चीज है जो इसमें नहीं दिया हुआ है लेकिन यूपीएससी में आ सकता है, कुछ क्वेश्चन उसके बेसिस पे आ सकता है, उसको गूगल सर्च करना, इंटरनेट सर्च करना और उसी वर्ड फाइल में प्रेजेंट करना, पुटिंग दैट इन द वर्ड फाइल. सेम वे यू विल बी डूइंग फॉर द अदर सब्जेक्ट ऑल्सो देयर. ये जो दूसरा जो इसमें दिस आर्टिकल, देन नेक्स्ट यू विल टेक दिस वन. जस्ट ऑन अ वर्ड पेज, नो नीड टू राइट, हैंड रिटन नहीं चाहिए. Word page, you are filtering, putting it there. Manually you are copying the key points, putting into point wise, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points. And something you are using your brain from the subject understanding, from some search, adding there. आपको जो वेबसाइट पढ़ना है, जो मैगजीन पढ़ना है, जहां भी पढ़ना है, आप पढ़ के उसमें डालो. Make an enriched content. That is what we want. Make it an enriched content here, right? ये जितने भी आर्टिकल्स हैं, right, this all articles, just make an enriched content here. As a you are content developer, this exercise, you have the exercise, and you have to submit it. Now don't submit in the group, because otherwise others will copy paste. Don't submit in the group. You have to submit to Ramakrishna ji. You submit to Ramakrishna sir. He is the center head of DIA. Just submit to him the PDF or the Word, whatever, or notes, whatever you want to submit. Send it to him, not to the group. Otherwise, other people will copy from the group. That send it to him. We will evaluate it. That is the first thing we are going to do. Now your deadline here. The submission deadline is this one. I am giving you more of time. We are giving you the more time here. Submission date is today is 4th. So I am giving you now. Puja time is there. Durga Puja time is there. Festival time is there. So I don't want to disturb your festival time. है ना, क्योंकि अभी त्यौहार का समय है, तो मैं नहीं चाहता हूँ कि आपका त्यौहार का समय पढ़ाई लिखाई में इतना, थोड़ा बहुत आप एंजॉय भी करो, सिर्फ पढ़ना है, थोड़ा बहुत आपको घूमना फिरना भी है, ठीक है. तो योर सबमिशन डेट विल बी दिस वन, 20th October 2024. This is submission date. तो प्लीज सबमिट दिस वन. ये पहला काम है, फर्स्ट काम. फिर दूसरा काम जो है, इसी पे टेस्ट होगा. ये फेज 1 है. दिस इज योर असाइनमेंट फेज 1. यू विल कंप्लीट दिस फेज 1. We are sharing these articles which we have compiled. This is the phase 1. And what is the phase 2? After you all have submitted this one, we'll go through your content, and then next month, November, we'll take a test on this articles. यानी कि जो आपने कंटेंट तैयार करके जमा किया है, जिसका हम लोग इवैल्यूएशन करेंगे, उसी पे यही सेम 15 दिन का जो करंट अफेयर्स का कंपाइलेशन है, इसी पे टेस्ट होगा अगले मंथ. नेक्स्ट मंथ विल बी टेस्ट, राइट. सो दिस फेज 1 एंड व्हाट इज फेज 2. सो आई जस्ट राइट हियर so that when the PDF will be shared to you, you will know that. So your phase 2 will be this one. Phase 2 will be test on prepared content. Whatever you have prepared, there will be test on that. तो इसका क्या चीज फायदा हुआ? इसका 3 फायदा हुआ. पहला, आप पढ़ोगे करंट अफेयर्स पढ़ने पे एक इंटरेस्ट जागेगा, कैसे पढ़ना, क्या पढ़ना है. दूसरा, क्या क्या नोट्स बनाना चाहिए, वो आप सीखोगे. और तीसरा, आपका टेस्ट एंड फीडबैक, आपका परफॉर्मेंस. दैट मीन 3 थिंग्स यू विल लर्न. लर्निंग द सब्जेक्ट, लर्निंग द करंट अफेयर्स, राइटिंग द थिंग्स, गेटिंग द पॉइंट्स, जिस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट, एंड थर्ड, योर इवैल्यूएशन ऑफ परफॉर्मेंस. राइट, ठीक है, क्लियर. आई होप यू ऑल हैव अंडरस्टूड योर असाइनमेंट, होमवर्क. ठीक है, सबको करना है. मार्क द डेट 20th October. आई नीड दिस काइंड ऑफ प्रिपेयर. नाउ वी आर शेयरिंग दिस PDF. नाउ यू हैव टू डू दिस वन. सी योर होमवर्क असाइनमेंट इज गोइंग टू इंक्रीज. सी आप सब लोग समझो, आप लोगों को 2025 में प्रीलिम्स निकालना है. इसके लिए हमारे जितने भी मेंटर्स हैं वो आपके पीछे पढ़ने वाले हैं. साइंस टेक का मैंने टेस्ट 1 दे रखा है. नाउ यू विल हैव अ सेकंड टेस्ट ऑफ साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी. थर्ड असाइनमेंट इज दिस वन. Slowly every teacher and then assignment will be there, and you will be getting calendar of mentorship session by other faculties of this month. This month again you will get there, and please be there on the mentorship session. It is going to help you a lot, and the assignment and all these things, please do it seriously. If next year you want to qualify prelims exam, please do it. It is going to help you a lot, right? It's going to help you a lot. And those who are right now watching this live session, even to those people, we are requesting that you have opportunity right now, golden opportunity. Those who want to join, you have a given number here also. So please contact us and don't miss out this particular mentorship session. This is going to help you in the exam. That we can assure you, right? तो हम लोग ये चीज़ कर रहे हैं और बाइलिंगुअल भी रहेगा, कोई दिक्कत की बात नहीं है. हिंदी इंग्लिश दोनों चीज़ें, उसमें टेंशन की बात नहीं है. टीचर 70-30 यूज़ कर रहे हैं, 70% इंग्लिश है, 30% हिंदी है, उसको हम लोग मिक्स करके कर रहे हैं. तो बिल्कुल घबराना नहीं है, ठीक है. ऑल माय डियर स्टूडेंट्स, इज इट क्लियर? यू विल डू इट? पक्का करोगे? शो मी थम्स अप. अमन हैज सेंड, वरुण हैज ने किया है, सौरभ का है, रितिका का है, अच्छा सृष्टि का है. गुड, एक्सलेंट. हाँ बोलिए अंजलि. हाँ जी सुन रहा हूँ, बोलिए. यू वांट टू स्किप दिस? हाँ नहीं, वो आसान है. आप थोड़ा प्रयास करो आप. डोंट स्किप इट. थोड़ा तैयार करो, थोड़ा प्रयास करो आप. नाउ यू कैन ट्राई इट आउट.
Now, if you are not comfortable with any, please let me guide it.
Don't worry.
See, there are certain subjects most of the students are not comfortable with it. Like many are comfortable in science and technology, some are comfortable in arts paper, some are good at polity. So prioritize it. Okay, I am good at polity, so it will take less time for you. समय भी बचाना है आपको. तो क्या है कि अगर आप कंफर्टेबल है पॉलिटी में, देन स्टार्ट विद पॉलिटी. इट विल रिड्यूस योर टाइम, इट विल टेक लेसर टाइम. देन प्रायोरिटाइज इट. पहले साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी कर लिया जिनको अच्छा लगता है, देन गो टू द गवर्नेंस ऑन मेक अ प्रायोरिटी बेसिस की टॉप थिंग्स क्या है मेरे लिए, विच सब्जेक्ट्स आर देयर दैट आई हैव अ ग्रेट अंडरस्टैंडिंग, आई हैव अ गुड अंडरस्टैंडिंग. गो थ्रू देम इन द इनिशियल फेजेस, or first article should be related to that. That will also make your understanding better. You will also be able to cover the things and your interest will also be there. So prioritize it.
इसमें ये करना है कि ऐसा नहीं कि जो आर्टिकल इसमें दिया है यही ऑर्डर फॉलो करना है, यही ऑर्डर फॉलो करना है, ये नहीं. यू डोंट हैव टू फॉलो द सेम सीक्वेंस ऑफ आर्टिकल्स. यू सेलेक्ट आर्टिकल वन बाय योरसेल्फ अकॉर्डिंग टू योर प्रायोरिटी, योर चॉइस. Like you are very much comfortable in economy, you take the articles of economy. So first you prepare, first you read and make a content of that. Science and technology you do it at the last. Science tech you do it the last article. मतलब सबसे लास्ट में आप साइंस टेक का आर्टिकल्स को करो जितना भी आपको आता है ना. बट फर्स्ट इनिशियली जो आपको अच्छा लग रहा है कि नहीं, दिस सब्जेक्ट आई नो वेरी वेल, तो लेट मी डू फर्स्ट विद दोज आर्टिकल्स. यू कैन जंबल अप. कोई जरूरी नहीं कि वो सीक्वेंस में ही होना चाहिए, ठीक है. दैट व्हाट यू कैन डू. ऑल राइट, ऑल आर डन देयर. शैल वी एंड द सेशन? Okay, so very thankful to all of you that you have all attended here, and even I thank those who are watching online right now, that this session what we have done, this really helps you out. Anything you need, you seek out to us. कोई भी दिक्कत हो, कोई भी प्रॉब्लम है, कुछ इंक्वायरी करना है, हमारे फाउंडेशन बैच पे जो अभी चल रहा है अभी उसमें ज्वाइन करना है, ऑनलाइन ऑफलाइन. You have to join online offline batch or foundation batch, you can join there. Mentorship you have to join, you can join that. So you all are welcome, you can inquire, they are there, right? We are all there to help you out. So thank you everyone, right? Good night, take care, bye bye. Thank you.